May I recommend a delicious bowl of wedding soup or even chili, as Andrew Fee had before we went to air here tonight live to tape. I love the Brighton Hot Dog Shop, so I get here about a half hour before you. Boy, times have changed. Usually I was like, you guys start yet? But anyway, so I got here, and I was just watching them, doing what they do in the fryer with the delicious French fries.
Yeah, those are
on the grill with the hot dogs. But they do so many other things that people don't know about, like cheeseburgers, like fish sandwiches, and of course chili and cheese fries. Just great stuff.
And breakfast.
Oh, breakfast is incredible.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you are still out in western Pennsylvania enjoying the wilderness because deer season is here, please stop off at a number of these wonderful locations because many of them serve some of that great breakfast. Hash browns, home fries, eggs any way you like them, French toast, pancakes, and delicious cup of coffee. As Mr. Papa and I both agree, still the best cup of coffee anywhere on the planet. Now, Ben Roethlisberger, 33 of 45, 351 yards, 4 touchdowns. Le'Veon Bell, 95 yards. You can't believe that I do all this prep work now.
I'm just...
You're amazed.
I am still amazed.
Okay.
I've been amazed for 28 years. I mean...
Yeah. I've been doing prep work for the last 5, but those first 20, no. Anyway, Antonio Brown, 10 catches, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cam Hayward, 2 sacks. Chris Boswell's 53-yarder as time expired. It's good to have a good kicker, isn't it?
They tell me.
You'll get one.
Okay.
By the way, any high school student athlete who would like
kick.
to go to a faith-based school
who can kick
at a great venue who can kick,
call me.
Call him. All right, Steelers over Green Bay, 31-28.
Quick.
9-2 at Paul Brown Stadium Monday Night Football, taking on 5-6 Cincinnati. Ben, 20 touchdowns on the year. Now to the other side of the line of scrimmage, Andy Dalton, 18 touchdowns on the year, 2,372 yards. He had 2 against Cleveland in their 30-16 win. Joe Mixon, 484 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. A.J. Green, 809 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. And Ryan Shazier, question about his ankle. He did return. We'll see. Alejandro Villanueva, a bum ankle too. Juju Smith-Schuster trying to get back from hamstring issues. And let me talk about the Cincinnati coach, if we can. Great coach, great guy, Marvin Lewis from McDonald, PA, 59 years old, Fort Cherry High School, Idaho State. Linebacker coach, talking about those assistant coaches in the National Football League, 81-84. Long Beach State linebacker coach, 85-86. Also, New Mexico linebacker coach, 87-89. So he went from Idaho State as a student athlete to a coach there at Long Beach, New Mexico. Steelers linebacker coach, you may or may not remember, 90-91. Ravens defensive coordinator, 96-01, in which he got a Super Bowl. Washington Redskins assistant head coach and defensive coordinator in 2002. And the Bengals head coach since 2003. And a lot of folks are wondering why he's still there. I think he's just a good football coach. He's had some rough goes, but you can't argue a very successful resume and a smart football mind in Marvin Lewis.
And I'm going to say this, okay? Anybody that knows about what's going on in Cincinnati, as far as the financial backing that he gets, I mean, he doesn't have his full complement that some other people do. I mean, Mike Brown doesn't spend money. They don't spend money at the Bengals. They're actually looking now for a stadium, and I think he does a great job of protecting his players. Okay, and he's had some guys with some personality, and he does a great job of taking the bullet for them. He really does. I
like Marvin Lewis, and one of the main reasons is he's a guy who could have probably jumped ship many times.
Sure.
And he didn't. And he's still there trying to make a go of it. Now, do I want to see him win this week? No. But you know what? It wouldn't hurt me to see them turn things around and have a respectable season. I have a lot of respect for the guy.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a football coach. He's a very good football coach. And when you look at somebody's records, find out what's going on, there's so much behind
So
that.
I'm talking tax reform last night on that thing that I do called radio.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he got talking about the Steelers, and I brought up this, and I'm going to ask you the same question, taking nothing away from his Hall of Fame career. The MVPs that he won in the Super Bowl. He's a great analyst for Fox. He's a pretty good actor, too. He's got a movie out for the holiday season. I still think, raw talent-wise, Ben Roethlisberger is a better quarterback than Terry Bradshaw was. And now you're going to go old school because that's who you are, but how can you argue with what Ben continues to do week after week? And Andrew Fee said something a while ago, early in the year, about possible shoulder injury. Now, they never said that, but now as each week has gone by, Ben has gotten stronger and looking better, as though he's getting healthy again. So do you have anything to add to that? You don't have to even go out there in the limb if you don't want to, because believe me, I've been out here long enough by myself.
I'm a big Terry Bradshaw fan.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, I think if you look,
and I don't think he gets enough credit.
No, he was great.
He won 4 Super Bowls.
I know, he was great.
Okay, now he had a great cast surrounding him.
Yeah, but he still had to get the ball.
You know, the thing about this, the thing that I don't like about it was didn't like was that Sports Illustrated article when he came out, and the question was, Terry, you're really that dumb? I think he's probably one of the more intelligent people.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant, okay? And
he's good as far as being an analyst, too. He really breaks the game down. Because there was always a thing with saying, well, Chuck Noll was calling all the plays. Let me tell you something. Terry Bradshaw knows football.
And I don't know. And the thing with Ben...
It makes for good conversation.
Oh, that's why...
That's why I do what I do.
That's why... Yeah, that's why... And I used to say talk is cheap. Remember I said, you know, the way they pay you guys, it isn't cheap. You know.
Okay, Eli Manning getting benched.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Rough, tough. I think there will be life for Eli after the Giants, but doesn't it always seem to end that way?
What?
In most cases. Remember Bradshaw, Shea Stadium, bad elbow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Never got
horrible.
back.
Jack Lambert, turf toe. It's going to end, okay? The Giants are a mess. They're just a mess, and it's unfortunate. You know, everyone's talking about Eli Manning and his streak as far as consecutive starts. He's a little more than halfway to Brett Favre. It's not like, you know, they're benching him this week and well, there goes that chance.
But then there's that guy, that eternal flame that burns bright in his heart, passion, drive. New England over Miami, 35-17. Tom Brady throws for the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, the greatest ever to play the game. Touchdown passes. They're also 9-2. Face the Steelers December 17th, 425 at Heinz Field. The greatest coach, Bill Belichick, the greatest player, Tom Brady. But I still, if I had my 2-minute drill,
Go ahead.
I would still take Ben Roethlisberger.
Over Tom Brady?
Yes, I would. Andrew Fee has just fallen off his chair here. I would. That's how much respect I have. Because you know what he has that nobody else in the league, I think, has? Because he's not that finesse, you know, that statuesque type of quarterback in the pocket. He's got a little mud on his pants. Is that he's just got determination and grit. He reminds me of John Wayne in the saddle. Just when you thought the bad guy was going to get the win, here comes the Duke.
Well, the guy's been beat up his entire career because, you know, he
never complains.
No. And then Brady's just...
Brady's great. But
you think?
Yeah, I've been saying that.
Good.
I still think, overall, the greatest quarterback of all time. Put them all in there.
Who is? Who's the greatest quarterback?
Tom Brady.
Better than Joe Montana?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Andrew? You can talk.
Brady.
Okay, who's in that list, Andrew? Just go ahead. This guy knows football better than I do. Go ahead, Andrew.
Tom Brady's at the top. Joe Montana would be my second.
Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger is not in the top 10.
Why isn't Terry Bradshaw in the top 5?
Should be.
I don't know. The last time I checked, the whole idea of football was to have more points at the end of the game. I still think Bradshaw is got to be in the top 5.
One thing we do agree upon, he should be in the top 5. Maybe even number 2 of all time, Terry Bradshaw. Ladies and gentlemen, Gino DeMarco, Rob Pratte, Brighton Hot Dog Shop. Till next week. Hey, have a good one, okay?
Rob, I appreciate you having me. It's just incredible to be able to do these because I'm a Division III coach.
You're a great coach.
Who,
a better human being.
And I'm trying to make analysis on guys that are in the NFL. This is hysterical. It really is.
Listen, I should have listened to you years ago because then I wouldn't be working for food. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.